Hey everybody, it's Mr. Christie.
And this is Stouticus.
Taking a look at week 7. I know you guys have already rolled ahead because someone's got to play, so we got to try and get this done before they play. I don't know when they're playing though. So first up, we got Rat Bastards versus the Horn of Gorthank. The Rat Bastards win 4-0. That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say rats did rat things, and also bash just as hard as the chaos did.
Yeah, that's
17 armor breaks at 21. 17 breaks on 22 blocks from the rats. Also, there were fouls because there was an expulsion, but
well, it's 2 for the chaos.
yeah, fouls all around for both these teams.
A couple of players got some bad injuries.
Oh yeah, both guard beastmen. One got a move bust and the other one got an armor bust, and I'm pretty sure they actually had the opposite injuries already.
I would actually have to go see that now if they did.
Yeah, the one that got move busted was already armor busted, and the one that got armor busted was already move busted. So now they're both move 5, armor 7.
That is very weird that happened.
And even weirder that they're block guard.
That's really weird.
I mean, it's really rough to carry 2 armor 7 garters, but I think you might have to continue doing that when they come back.
Yeah, this has been a rough season for that chaos.
Well, they were doing well earlier.
The rats decided to get a wizard, and they went for a 3-person fireball. That failed.
Yeah. That's surprising.
Yeah, I expect lightning bolts from rats.
And to see that it failed, usually you would have expected that to turn into a score, especially on a 4-0 in the rats' favor. KO rolls were also really bad for both teams. 33% for the rats and 41 for...
I don't think any of the players really want to play this game.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh yeah, no dodges worked for the chaos here. I'm gonna assume that they were mostly 3+.
Yeah. Seeing their chaos.
I just mean he's not like dodging into tackle zones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like he's the one with the claw mighty blow piling on.
Yeah, he's got the claw palm vermin and the mighty blow piling on vermin. They didn't do anything. They didn't get a single Kaz. The only Kaz.
But yeah, it's because there's a lot of KOs.
Yeah. That and fouls. I think fouls were on point probably.
Yeah, and I guess the chaos just didn't have the players in the end, and rats, when they have the man advantage, is pretty strong.
Yep. And Toast Guy's a really good coach, so.
I mean, it's easy to be a good coach if there's no team to play against.
He did get one gutter runner to level. It's the big hand, blodge, sure hands, and it got sidestep. So now it's blodge step.
And one of the beastmen leveled up too. I think I missed that when I looked at the team real quick.
Oh, and another line rat got dirty player. So.
Oh no, this is big. The killer beastman just got jump up.
Yep.
That's pretty nice.
No, it is. It's nice, but it's just going to be a long way to tackle.
You just don't use it on dodge players.
Yeah, easier said than done.
No, you just like remove all the linemen and then it doesn't matter.
No, I know, I know.
All right. Next up, we got Fragile and Limp versus REL Pickles Flashpoint. 2-1 for Fragile and Limp.
Oh, I forgot to say, we both backed Toast Guy in that game.
And we were both very right.
Yep, and I was very right on this one as well, seeing I took the Dark Elves and you took the humans.
Well, so... Oh, that's gross. I hate when Dark Elves get more armor breaks than someone else. I don't like Dark Elves.
I mean, on the blocking front, it was even on blocks and pretty even on armor breaks. It's just the armor breaks that the Dark Elves got stuck, and the ones the humans got didn't.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's pretty much what it comes down to, I think. And then
Oh, there's a couple of failed leaps.
yeah, but the Dark Elves had the ball 70% of the game, and it looks like the humans maybe they did a quick score, like a 2-turn touchdown. So they did not have the ball that long.
No, that's not a lot of holding the ball there. Alright. Don't think there's much else to say there. Next up, we got Our Fire from an Elf versus Pepper Snakes. 2-1 for Pepper Snakes.
Well, there was a death on the human team.
Oh, yeah, but it was a lineman. No one cares.
It had all the kicking skills. It had dirty.
It didn't have all the kicking skills. It had 2 kicking skills.
No. What's the other kicking skill?
Tackle.
That's not a kicking skill.
Of course it is.
Just has a foot on the icon. It's not a kicking skill.
How else do you think they tackle? By kicking.
Not all the time.
I'm pretty sure they do it all the time, or else why else would the skill be a foot?
Anyway.
Not all the players use their feet for fouls.
No, I know. But humans do.
Oh, gee, that is a lot of armor breaks on the Necro I just saw.
Yeah, this was a very one-sided game in the blocking department. 41-24 in favor of the Orcs. This is another one where the bash dice went in favor of the Orcs, or one team and not the other. Causing 7 casualties and 4 injuries. Other way, 4 injuries, 7 KOs. Pretty easy to win when there isn't a team on the field.
Yeah, we went over that with the Toast Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert.
No, you can't say it yet. It hasn't come up yet. No, you can't say it. Hasn't happened yet.
We both backed the Orcs in this one. Also, by the way, regen doing its thing 50% of the time, right on point. Wake up dice again, pretty much 50% for the Necro.
Well, 50% is average, unless they have babes.
I know, but it just seems like a lot recently. The first few matches of this week has had horrible wake up dice.
And so a kick skill zombie died, and that's about all. It's interesting.
Zombies don't matter. They're already dead.
You can get more for free.
Yeah, and well, I think he got
A,
an
a
he
new
got
one
a
because
zombie. Yeah, he got a zombie level and took kick on it anyway. So
yeah, he's
lose
all fine.
one, gain one.
Yeah, he's fine. All right, next up we got Gladiators of Batiatus and Beard to Death. Beard to Death wins 2-0.
This is always the week's most contentious pick, and Larkstar continues doing well since he dropped that Knuffles altar.
No, he's doing it wrong.
He's doing pretty well to say he's doing it wrong.
He's doing it wrong. He gave Fen to a lineman. That's doing it wrong.
No, it's not.
That's doing it wrong. He's trying to make him like a peasant. But worse, because the peasant would be cheaper.
No, I actually think that's a pretty good pick on a lineman, especially if they're just going on LOS, which I assume he is.
No, you just put the Yeti behind him, and then the Yeti's fake fend for all of them.
Kind of. Especially now seeing that Yeti actually leveled up from this game and got Mighty Blow.
Yeah. The Yeti is your fend now for the line.
Also, his Berserker FU Manchu leveled and got tackle, so now he's palm, dodge, tackle. But looking at the rest of the actual game,
It looks like diving tackle did a lot, actually.
$27 more blocks from the Norse.
Well, that's easy for Norse. They have so much frenzy.
I know, but that's a lot.
They got 5 frenzy.
I know.
That's an extra 5 potential blocks a turn.
It's if you're able to hit with all 5 frenzy.
I said potential.
But yeah, then all those blocks got them more permanent removals and easy, as we've said before, easy to win when your team doesn't have opponent doesn't have players. But yeah,
I think that just kind of explains like every game this week.
seems like it right now. And yeah, it looks like the Gladiators were actually thinking about the diving tackle, which is why it worked against them.
Yeah, you just gotta forget about diving tackle and it can't do anything.
Exactly.
One time I forgot about diving tackle and it had the chance to go off, but because I forgot about it, the guy didn't pick to use it. So if you forget about diving tackle, it always works out.
Also, the Yeti was very well behaved this game.
That is a very well behaved Yeti. Alright, next up we got Sirlin Hornets and Uniquely Dangerous. 3-0 for Uniquely Dangerous.
Did I have to remind the audience that I chose Larkstar and
I think they know how that works.
I don't have to say that every week.
Okay, so I see one spot where that's where a touchdown happened. The one intercept for the Skaven.
Yeah, I was caught a little bit of this, but I saw it after T-Self was already up 2-0, so I saw a lot of the second half, which was basically just a scrum fighting over the ball on the ground, and eventually T-Self came out with it and scored his 3rd touchdown.
Ooh, we got death.
Yeah, it's on a Raj strip ball sidestep catcher.
That's not. You don't want him to die, and he's dead.
Yeah, he does have 2. He does have another one with wrestle, dodge, tackle, strip ball. So
and this 3 were leveled up and got block.
extra linemen, I think, at this point. But yeah, I think that that intercept obviously
That
prevented a touchdown from the Pro Elves.
it definitely caused a touchdown for the Rats too. I don't think it didn't.
Oh yeah, no, I bet it did. But again, Pro Elves just trying to throw over to a
Pro-
catcher.
Probably a gutter runner.
No, it was the Agi 4 Storm Vermin that got the interception.
That's a gutter runner. He's just slow.
And that's why you take Agi on Storm Vermin.
Yeah, it also kind of like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's actually kind of a lot of players gone for the Pro Elves.
Yeah, 8 overall at one point. 4 permanently to the 2 for the Rats.
Wake ups were alright though. It was probably just wasn't enough.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough.
All right, so I say this is the first one where it wasn't 100% dictated by player removal.
No, just probably really good dice. And it should be pointed out, you took the Hornets and I took T-Self.
Well, I think we mixed up this season and we should go back to the scoreboard of last season.
No. Definitely not. I'm having fun this season.
Next up, we got Go Work Orange versus Bioware for Life, a 1-1 draw.
This is another one we split on. Ended up taking the Chaos. You took the Vampires, and of course they tie. Which is usually what happens when we disagree.
So we just have to agree, except on Larkstar.
Nope, never agree. I was looking at the stats of this game earlier. It looks like the Vampires actually caused 3 of their own removals on most likely Bloodlust.
That's usually how vampires get removed. Well, thralls get removed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just meant removals on the vampire team. Because the Chaos only inflicted 4 of the KOs and 2 of the injuries, so that's 2 KOs and 1 Kaz for the vampires on the thralls, I think, from biting them. There was a 5-man fireball though against the vampires.
Yeah, you got. That's a good time.
Good.
That's a good time to get a fireball.
There's lots of fireballs this week instead of lightning bolts.
Well, I'm not a fan of the 3-man fireball. I just don't think that's enough players to be worth taking it.
Yeah.
But 5, I do 5 like every chance I get.
There was a 5-man fireball versus against T-Self in the previous game.
Oh, I missed that.
That worked really, really well. Knocked down 4 players.
That's really good then. Yeah, I found like the 5-man, you're usually going to knock down enough to make it worth it. Because even if you just take out a corner, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, especially as vampires, who then can deal with the other pieces.
But yeah, but vampires were the one that got fireballed.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's been a long week already.
Yeah, like nothing else really happened. No level ups, no permanent injuries. A wrestle thrall is missing next game, and that's it.
Yeah, kind of what happens when you get a 1-1 draw. Sometimes it's just a general boring game.
Yep.
Both sides got the dice when they needed it on their drives, and that's all she wrote.
All right. And last up is actually, I think, one of the more interesting games this week. Terror Alliance versus Wood United. 4-2 for Terror Alliance. So I quickly watched through this one, and 23 armor breaks, 3 expulsions. That's a lot.
23 armor breaks on 30 blocks.
Yeah, but some of those were fouls.
Oh no, I do. There were at least 4 fouls by the Chorfs, if not more.
There's definitely more.
Well, no, towards the end, it once he got into the second half, it seemed like every time he fouled, he got sent off. He did foul the tree off without getting sent off. I think he might have fouled one other time before that without getting sent off. But yeah, Luke has had a really rough season, and it just continued. Nothing died, and nothing actually on his team died. I think a loner
got niggled. A loner got armor busted. A lineman that was his blodge got armor busted.
Yeah, so, but I think that one might just still have to stay anyway. But nothing actually died. He had a couple weeks there where things were actually dying, but it was just a really rough game for the Wood Elves again. They were actually winning 2-0 on turn 12, and it just went down extremely downhill from there.
Yeah, he actually broke something that I normally think for the Bash teams, which is if you're down by 2, you probably lose.
Yeah. When you're the Wood Elves and you're setting up, I think it was turn 13, and you have 2 elves on the pitch and you're still winning 1-2, that's actually pretty good. He could have legally conceded there, obviously, but he's winning at the time, so you don't do that. Just couldn't get and receiving the ball too, I should say, but he just couldn't get to the ball to keep it away from the Chorfs. Failed to dodge. Snake to dodge, actually. And then it was pretty much over from there. Getting an extra touchdown too, because
he could not set up a single player.
The Wood Elves could not set up anybody.
And then the game ended.
Yeah, again, not something that I've seen before, which is why I wanted to watch this replay, because I've never seen what happens when you don't have any players left on the field, how the game handles that. And
I know what happens.
So did I. I knew what happened. I'd never seen how the game resolves that.
I mean, the KO rolls were actually pretty good for the Wood Elves.
Yeah, it's just sad when they came back from the KO, they just went right back into the injury box with an injury. And the 2 that failed were the 2 that could have come back to keep them from giving up that other touchdown.
All right, so let's take a look at the leaderboard, and because we're in the middle of the season, it's now time for the division predictor. Which, yeah, I'll just throw this up over top. There we go. So yeah, right now Pepper Snakes and the Rat Bastards, only players. Well, some of you have a chance to get first, but they're pretty much getting first for sure.
they're pretty much fighting for first place between those two. Yeah, with the Pepper Snakes having 19 points and the Rat Bastards having 18. Um, just that one draw is the difference between them right now.
Yeah, I think for touchdown differential, the Rats
They're
would get
actually
ahead if they tie.
no, they're tied.
Oh, okay.
They both have 9 apiece, which is also a little surprising from an orc team. Uh, so we're not entirely sure how many tickets 3C's getting, but I would assume it's 2 playoff tickets and then 2 Challenger Cup tickets. But
Yeah, I'm not sure, which is why I don't have those filled in.
yeah, they haven't
But
said. But I know they would at least. I think it's get 2. Definitely 1, and at least be put into a pool for more to come out of. But I think it's 2 per third Division 3 now.
yeah, I have no idea where the cutoff is.
As I said, I'm almost positive 1 and 2 would get in at this point, especially on points. Even if it was a 1 definitely gets in, and then it's the best.
Second place.
Yeah, they pool all the second places together.
I still think Rat Bastards would get that.
That's what I'm saying. Because right now, 3A, the leaders are at 14, 2 14s, then 13, then 10. 3B, there's one on 18. The leader's on 18. The other one's on 2 are on 16. So Toast Guy's still actually ahead of them.
All right. And yeah, that's as much as info I can get for that for now. All right, next up, let's take a look at next week. I know somebody's supposed to be playing right now or soon. I don't know who. Oh, this is probably the most important game this week. The Rat Bastards versus Pepper Snakes.
Yeah, it's always important when 1 and 2 play each other. I just had the version of that game myself this past week, where I played Not for Science in REL 1. So you get a bash team versus an agi team. The Rats are going to get like 600, not 600, 300 inducements.
Yep, they get 300.
Yeah, even with a full bank too. So
if they're willing to just throw in some bank, they can get Wizard and Glart.
Glart's 250.
Glart's 210.
Oh, only 210. Okay. Okay, so only 60. So it's not awful.
No.
15-man orc team. 14-man, can't count. That's a very deep bench.
That is a deep bench. But I think the strength 4 really helps Joe. Strength 4 block.
Yeah.
I gotta mention that. I was at a tournament and someone had Ripper, and Ripper just failed so bad because he didn't have block.
Strength 4, block, claw, and juggernaut, and they stand firm on this team. On the orc team.
Yeah, I think Glart would be a good pick. If not, I mean, Skitter Stab is a 5th gutter runner for you for only 10k of your bank.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna induce a star, I'd probably go with Glart because you're facing maybe 9 orcs.
I agree.
And you do only have the one. I mean, it's claw palm, but you do only have one claw piece yourself. Because the second you pile on with going against a 14 roster orc team,
they're just gonna foul.
You're gonna get fouled. So
Mickey McMickerson is gonna be happy to see that guy bomb.
Or any of the other orc linemen, because
Yeah, but he's the dirty player one, so he likes it more.
No, I know, but I think that's like the real threat to the rest of this team. So, uh,
This is a hard one to.
have,
This is a hard one to
yeah,
predict.
they're both really good coaches, which is one reason why they're on top of the division. They both have really good teams. Because the orc team has 3 tackles, so they can deal with the gutter runners pretty well. Especially 2 of those has mighty blow tackles, so that helps a lot. Lots of stand firm on the orcs. Enough guard, not a lot, but enough. Sure hands on a blitzer too, on a carrier, so like the uphills to try and sack the ball aren't going to be as productive.
This is a hard one to say. This is...
I'm gonna go with the orcs. I've kind of been backing both of these teams separately in their different games.
I'm gonna go with the Rats here.
Okay.
Again, this is hard to go with though. Either one could win, but they'll probably both tie.
Oh yeah, I can easily see how both these teams would win this game. So, it all depends, really, on how some very key moments occur, like what happens with the wizard, what happens with this claw palm vermin.
What if he just like throws us all off and doesn't get the wizard, but then still wins?
I would be surprised. I don't know how you play Skaven and don't take the wizard when you can get it.
By not getting it, you just don't buy it.
I understand that, but I've never really seen a Skaven team do that, is what I'm saying.
Get Big Rat.
No. Big Rat is not the answer.
Big Rat's always the answer.
Nope.
Alright, next up we got REL Pickles Flashpoint versus Beard to Death.
No, we can just skip this one.
I mean, we already know. We're going to look at the teams, but we already know which one both of us are going to pick.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No, I'm going to take the Norse just because at this point.
Although, it doesn't look so good for the humans right now. They're only 11 players now.
Yeah.
Wasn't there an ogre on this team before?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't remember the ogre dying. And I feel really bad if it did and I didn't notice, but don't know. It did have an ogre.
Okay, what happened here? He had an ogre before that he just fired, and then their ogre died? When did it? They, like, recently fired this ogre with guard, stand firm, and grab, and then we just didn't notice?
Must have, because... Yeah, he started the season with it, and now he doesn't have any.
Yeah, he just fired it. That's weird. Okay. Maybe he just thought it was bloat because he already has a strength 5 blitzer.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing I could think of. So it got badly hurt versus Toast Guy in week 6.
Yeah, and then he didn't have it for the last game.
So maybe it was an attempt to prevent the Dark Elves from getting a wizard?
I think so, but then they just used their bank. I think.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I'm going to pick them, and then you're going to pick Beer to Death.
Yeah, especially against an 11-man roster. Obviously, they're going to get star players. What's the actual TV difference?
It is
320. It's enough for Griff.
Yeah, you could just get Griff. Or if you really want to have fun, you get a Wizard and Puggy Bacon Breath.
Yeah.
Actually, Larkstar's at less team value.
Oh, because he's carrying 70k.
Yeah.
So 250. So no, you can't get Griff.
But you can get the Mighty Zug and be a replacement Ogre with block.
Yeah, and then that Yeti comes and has a polite chat with his big claws.
Yetis don't have polite chats.
Yeah, I know. I'm being sarcastic.
I know I'm being, I don't know the difference, right? I don't know the word for what I am right now.
Yeah. So I given the bench and the might glow disparity between the teams, I would actually still pick the Norse over these humans.
I'm gonna pick the humans for the same reasons. Wait. I mean, Larkstar, what you can do is get rid of this and get the Nuffle's Altar back. And your bank is not going to give you your opponent 70k. It's all good.
Now I think it's just on principle that he's not going to get the Nuffle's Altar back this season.
I think Larkstar is just being a mean person. Next up, we got the Horn of Gorthank versus Uniquely Dangerous. So the rats won last game, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just want to be sure. And Horn of Gorthank was not looking good, I think.
Yeah. And they're going to get 2 loners, so they're actually going to be giving the rats 60k.
40k.
Or 40k, yeah. So, you know.
I think I gave it to the rats because the rats, if I remember, are looking healthy.
Yeah. Ish. I mean, they only have 12.
Yeah, and the only ones they're missing are linemen.
Yeah.
They still have gutter runners and they still have storm vermin.
Yes, they do.
I think I would give this to T-Self here. I think he's got this one. And if he really wants to be scummy, he can scum a wizard.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be necessary though. Boy, there's no tackle on this Chaos team.
Yep.
At all. I'm gonna have to give it to T-Self.
Just copying me.
Yeah, no tackle is going to be really rough. But, yeah, I think the Rats have that one.
All right. Next up, we got Fragile and Limp versus BioWare for Life.
By the way, I have such a big lead in the picks. I could probably just start picking just whatever you don't pick and still win.
No, that doesn't count. Next up, so BioWare for Life versus Fragile and Limp. So Fragile and Limp, well, BioWare for Life because I picked that one first. They're working to get that 5th vampire, I think.
Yeah, because he seems to like having the 5, which I understand. Still, 20K off of that. It's 13 vampires versus 11 dark elves. The dark elves getting 90K with 110 total if they use all their bank.
So no wizard. I got some strip ball. I think the vampires are going to take this one. I don't think the dark elves are going to get enough to get past the vampires. Assuming the vampires don't remove themselves.
Yeah, I would actually say this matchup is favors the thralls, given the state of both the teams. I mean, and the fact that inducements really doesn't seem to be going to play a big part. So I was actually thinking vampires before. So I think I'm going to stick with them. So we're both picking the vampires.
Just copying me again. This is how you get ahead, is you just keep copying me until
Really?
Till I get a slip up.
Pick different the first 2 games. Just because I'm not just gonna randomly pick against you.
No, because you copied me because I said the name first. Next up is Arf, I'm an Elf, and Wood United. So these are 2 teams that are kind of beat up.
So this is the opposite to the first game, which was 1 and 2. Now this is 13 and 14 versus each other. 2 teams that have had a rocky season, to say the least.
So the Wood Elves should probably buy some players. They have so much bank right now.
Well, I mean, only 130 extra, but 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the War Dancer would be nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, unless you want to blow all of your bank.
Sure, buy another catcher, I guess, or a lineman. The lineman's probably better at this point.
Yeah. But the loners are almost as good as rostered players, so, kind of.
Just gonna go for the loner army then?
Yeah, I pretty much think that's what you have to do the rest of the season.
Yeah, just go buy an Air War Dancer, though. That's probably a better idea.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely have 2. So that would give him 6 rostered players for next game. 5 loners.
Oh, he's making us do math.
Yeah.
Hang on. So he's at that plus that. That'd be
1790 if he gets the word answer. 1740 if he doesn't.
Alright, so I'm just going to assume 1740 for now is what he's at, because it's smaller.
Because it's smaller.
The Necro's going to get 250k or 290, whichever one you want to pick. I would be against actually going a hack and slash and a bribe.
Yeah, if you just want to have some fun.
I think it could help him win if he targets the right players.
Oh yeah, no, a chainsaw can definitely help you win as long as it works.
Like that catcher? That catcher's easily gone. The armor 7. Or armor 6.
Or the armor 7, really, any of them are really gone. Or foul the tree off again. You know, yeah, chainsaw isn't awful.
Chainsaw makes up for the lack of tackle.
I mean, he does have 3 dirty player zombies himself, so...
So the bribe won't be wasted.
Oh, no, it won't be. He does have the 1 Mighty Blow tackle white, so...
I think this is going to be the Necro's game. I think this is the one.
Jeez, after what happened to the Self team last game, I don't know. You know what? I'll pick them to have a rebound game. I think they'll stay alive.
All right.
But I'd get that second word answer.
I would too. All right, next up we got Gladiators of Petitus and Tarot Alliance. So Tarot Alliance has kind of just become the big bully of this division.
Easy to do when you have 7 Mighty Blow and 2 Claw.
I've gone that before and it didn't help.
Oh man, and the Gladiators are missing 2 warriors for next game as well.
Well, yeah, I was thinking, oh, can he just buy like a warrior to lower that bank and help? But no, we should not. Well, no, he shouldn't fire them.
No.
I was thinking maybe the armor down, but no.
No. And you can't fire Spartacus.
Sure you can.
Come on. No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
The team dies if you fire Spartacus. I think they all mutiny. They all revolt.
No,
right?
you just buy a new Spartacus because everyone just says they're Spartacus.
But he led a revolt, so if you fire him, I think then the rest of the team walks away.
Not if you just bring in our Spartacus.
You can't just call anybody Spartacus.
That's what they did.
Works.
That's what they did. They kept calling themselves Spartacus.
To cover for him, not to be...
Yeah, the new one he's hiring is covering for him.
Anyway, this Chaos team only will have 1 Claw Mighty Blow to go up against the rest of the Dwarf team.
Yeah, it's, I'm just going to go with the number they have there. They're going to get 230k. I guess plus 40.
Plus 40. Plus,
So 270.
Plus 120 for 2 loners.
Yeah, no, that was already accounted for.
Oh, okay.
They'll get 270k. Not much that Chaos can really do with inducements.
No, not really. I mean,
You can hire Borak.
I was gonna say Borak.
Not Grashnak. Don't get Grashnak. Grashnak's a trap.
No, I mean, if you're just having fun, Grashnak as well.
It's still a trap. Borak's more fun. He gets dirty player.
The Terror Alliance are gonna win this game.
Yeah, I'll copy you this time.
Oh, so it's just whoever gets their pick out first.
Yeah, that's how it works. I thought I said that earlier.
No.
I said that earlier because I said it first and you followed me.
Yep. No, you did say that.
Yeah.
But Terror Alliance has had what? Yeah, they beat up and got legal concede out of the Goatwork Orange 2 weeks ago, and then they beat up on the Wood Elves.
And that was basically a legal concede in the end.
Yeah, I mean the Wood Elves could have conceded if they wanted to, but
it was basically a legal concede.
They were actually still winning at the time.
So yeah, Terror Alliance because yeah. Last game we got here is Sterling Hornets and Goatwork Orange. Good, they're right next to each other. So Goatwork Orange. They're
Hornets
looking okay.
beaten. Yeah. Got to get little Legend, he's 1 SBP away.
Oh yeah, just make a pass and then like forget about him the rest of the game. Pass to I don't know, some guy. I don't really care who you pass to. They're all just as good at dealing with the ball.
You pass to St. James Place, who then can throw it back to Little Umph on the next turn, and they both level.
No. He then passes to Orchard and have him pass back to Little Umph. And then they all level up. All 3 of them.
Sure.
And then probably give St. James Place give him block.
No, Claw, come on. You gotta go Mighty Blow, Claw, piling on. You don't need block.
Yeah, you want to forget the block altogether. Give him tackle after that.
Yeah. Block's just wasted.
They give him Frenzy.
So the Hornets are a little beaten up. We highlighted that they lost one of their sacking catchers. They have hired back a rookie catcher.
Yeah, their blitzer's also out for now.
Yeah, their 1 Mighty Blow piece is out, and they're sitting on 11 pieces.
And
they do not have enough for a wizard. They only have 10k in the bank.
It's hard to say.
Getting 130 total. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to go with the Chaos on this one.
I'll go with the Hornets on this. I think they can pull some Elf BS off.
Yeah, they just got to last long enough to be able to do it, though. And that's kind of been their problem recently.
Oh, you know, I just noticed when they got intercepted, they have safe throw, so I feel like they used safe throw, and then he failed the cancel interception.
Or it wasn't that thrower making the pass. One or the other, yeah.
I just feel like he wouldn't try throwing over if it wasn't with him.
Yeah, but he might not have had an option. I don't know. I have to go back and watch the game.
All right, so believe that's it. I was going for the pros. You're going with the chaos there.
Yep.
All right, yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so that's the mid-season special going on. So get out there, play your games. I don't know if someone's playing their game right now. I just know they rolled early.
Well, not that early.
It's a little early. Someone asked for it. I know someone asked for it. I just don't remember who right now. And I mean, I could just look at the Discord and see that it was T-Self?
Okay.
I think? I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired. Play your games. And see you next week.
See you guys next week.